breaths. And we scoop up energy with the arms straight out, up over our heads. Turn the palms facing down, push down in front as we exhale to the lap. And one more time. Extend, open, pull up. Inhale. Over the head, bring the palms down. Slowly, slowly relax. Okay, and we're going to end these exercises with putting our palms on our laps or our knees. Okay. So let's extend our arms straight out, fingers dangling down. Inhale. Come up chest high, turn in, palms facing in and pull in to the chest. Exhale, take a deep breath. Push out, exhale. Extend the arms all the way out to the sides and back. Inhale. Try to touch your shoulder blades together if you can. Exhale slowly, pull and push in, compressing, holding the ball. Turn, pull in. Inhale. Push out, exhale. Extend outward, open up all the way back. Inhale. And push the center, squeezing that ball, holding the ball in front of us. And once again, 1, 2, 3. Extend. 4, push, exhale. Pull in. Inhale. Push out, exhale. Expand. Contract or compress. Coil, inhale. Unwind, uncoil, exhale. Coil, inhale, expand. Uncoil, exhale. Contract. Pull in. Push out. Stretch. Open, stretch. Relax, push in. And now gently turn your palms face down. Come back, put your palms on your knees and relax. And if you like, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths and decompress. What we're doing is redistributing our chi, our energy, re-equilibrating. Okay, come up holding a ball in front of us. The ball's about the size of a beach ball or a basketball. Twist one palm out to the side, twist the other palm down, block to the other side and down. Inhale. Rotate both hands back to center, holding the ball. Exhale. Rotate to the left, block down to the other side. Inhale. Come back to center. 1, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Stretch. Relax. Stretch. Relax. Wind up. Coil. Uncoil. Unwind. Wind up, coil to the other side. Relax, uncoil. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open and close. Turn the ball over to 180 degrees. Rotate the ball in the opposite direction, 180 degrees. Pull to the side of your lower hand, holding the ball, and look, turn at the waist. Turn forward, rotate the hands back to holding the ball. Rotate the ball again, 180 degrees, turn to the other side. Come back to center, rotate it 90 degrees, rotate to one side, 90 degrees, rotate back, rotate to the other side, twist, pull, rotate back to center, turn, rotate, hold the ball on one side, rotate back to center, holding the ball on the sides, rotate to the other side, holding the ball up on the top and bottom. Breathe in and come back to center and open and close. Okay, extending one hand out forward, pushing the elbow and the palm of the other hand back to the side, pushing to one side, fingers pointing forward. The palms are parallel to the ground, like railroad tracks. Rotate both hands forward, one hand back, the back hand forward to the other side, pushing to the other side. Fingers straight forward, palms facing out. The rear arm, elbow is jutted straight back, arms are parallel. Come back, rotate, push to the other side, inhale. Relax, come forward holding the ball, exhale, and now inhale as we push to the other side, to the side. Exhale, push, inhale, exhale, push, inhale. To the other side, turning at the waist, rotating. And see if you can make your motions fluid. So as soon as you get to one side, you're beginning to turn the hands, palms over and push to the other side. So now your intent is to turn and push back to the other side. So you're anticipating just when you get to one side, you never really stop. It should feel like flowing water. Okay, bring your hands to center, holding a ball, and open and close. And bring your hands down and rest on your knees for a moment. Okay. Let's rotate our shoulders up and forward and down. So roll the shoulders up, forward, and down. And then back, up, back and down and around, like a circular motion. Okay, good. Now bring your fists out in front of your chest, make a fist and fling your fingers out, open and close. Make a fist, just open and close it, open and close it. Splaying your fingers out. Let's do 50. Okay, good. So it's a good time to mention once again that Qigong actually means energy work, energy work. And when we talk about energy work, we're talking about internal notions, right? Internal energy. And so we do Qigong to balance our internal energy and to relax. Okay, reduce tension, anxiety, stress. And we balance ourselves internally, then we're able to control our emotions and deal with stressful situations in a more relaxed, centered, focused way. It will help us make better decisions in under conditions where we're under stress, whether it's emotional or even when we're being physically, possibly physically assaulted or threatened. Tai Chi does the same thing, and it has the added martial intent to it if you're using it for self-defense, whereas Qigong is just mainly for balancing the internal side of us. Okay, let's rub our hands together. Put your hands over your eyes. And just breathe in and out. Okay. Come down. All right, I'm moving my chair back. And we're working down to the legs. We're going to once again draw our fist back to the sides with the heart facing up, elbows straight back. So your fist should be fingers pointing up, making a fist. And so that heart of the fist is up. And my fists are about just below my rib cage. And I'm going to punch out using a twisting motion so that at the end of the extension, when I punch out straight through the shoulder line, I'm twisting my fist around 180 degrees so the heart is pointing down, at the same time kicking with the other leg. All right. Now make sure you have your hands Graciani. When that's good you're standing up. So when you bring your hands back You see how I'm holding my arms back like this? Right. Straight back. Elbow straight back, really close in to your chest or to your rib cage. And so when you punch out, you're going to punch straight out. See, you're going to punch straight out. Good. Great. Good work. All right, boy, you're kicking really high. It's pretty amazing. It's even higher than I can kick. But just kick as high as you want. Just kick out. Now, this kind of kick, there's different kinds of kicks in Tai Chi, all right? The two main kicks are a heel kick. So this is an example of lifting your leg and kicking with the heel, making contact with the heel. The other kick is called a toe kick, which looks like this. You just bring your toe up straight. So your the toe is pointing straight out. If you kick these two different ways, you're going to feel the use of different muscles in your legs. So do them both ways. Try bringing your knee up and kicking out with the heel. And just kicking and just extending your foot straight out with your foot flat and your toe pointed out straight. So you're just lifting your leg, basically. All right. Good. All right, let's take a sweep up, out, extending out, up, over, turn the palms down and push down. So that's what we call that either an opening breath. We do it at the beginning of an exercise, or a closing breath. Same thing. All right, moving down. You know the drill by now. You put your foot down, lift your heel, one foot at a time, and just wiggle your heel back and forth. Try to get a nice full stretch out of this. And putting the foot down, we're going side to side now. And the other heel back and forth, change feet. So you're just spinning rotating your heel left to right, the toe planted on the ground in one position. And put your foot down, rock back and forth. Good. All right, let's end this with a nice closing breath, scooping up and over. Deep, deep breath, slowly exhale, time it. So by the time your hands are on your lap, you're fully exhaled. All right. So I would like to try something. I don't think I've done this with this class, but there's a set of Bagua. It's called Bagua or Pakwa. Same thing. It's a internal Chinese martial art. It's based on an ancient practice of walking around a circle, like a labyrinth, that monks used to do, chanting. Did it as a meditative exercise, but it was transformed into a martial art. And I may have mentioned this before. So it's one of my favorite pastimes, is doing Bagua. And in fact, I have a second degree black belt in it, so I'm pretty advanced in it. You often don't see too many old guys or people like me doing Bagua, but I'm doing it for many years and I practice every day. What I like about it is there's a lot of twisting motions, which is really good. I think is really good to for us to do. And you get a lot of twisting motions, like the kick, like the punch and kick that we do. These twisting, spiraling energies are internally powerful because the world is really made up of spiraling forces. If you look at a universe, right, or a galaxy, it's a spiraling motif, right? If you look at the shell of a snail, it's spiraling. I may have mentioned this. If you look at a sunflower, the seeds go around in one direction, a spiraling direction, and actually another row goes around in the other direction. So there's something very basic and fundamental about spiraling forces and motifs in our universe, in our existence, and in nature. All right, so and it's through the use of spiraling motions that we can generate forces when we're using Tai Chi for self-defense. Because there's more energy in spiraling forces than in linear forces. Okay, so anyway, these are a set of 8 exercises, and they're from the Gao, G-A-O, style of Bagua. There are many different styles of Bagua. And I don't know whether we've done them, but they're kind of fun to do, and they're not easy. I'm sorry, they're not hard to do. Okay, so you just follow along with me. The first one we're going to do is we're just going to like slide our hands past each other. Palms, the lower palm is up and the upper palm is down. And then we're going to come up and turn and bring the other palm back, palm up. Now turn the palms over, slide them past each other, extending one palm out, palm down, and the other palm into the waist at the side, palm up. Now here again, we're going to turn the palms over, bring the lower palm up near our shoulder, and strike again, sliding the hands past each other, bringing the one palm down, palm up at the side, the other palm down, face out, fingers pointing, fingers are always pointing out. Turn the palms over, bring the lower palm up to the shoulder and strike again. And continue. 1, 2. It's a little bit like a breaststroke, I guess. I don't know. So you're going to slide the hands past each other. And look, notice how symmetrical this movement is. Good. Now keep your hands in, so don't go off to the sides, drift off to the sides. I want you to try to make this linear movement within the shoulder line. Very good. Excellent. All right, good. Turn over, pull up, turn over, push, pull up, turn over, push, and slide, and so forth. All right, now I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me do this. See how I bring that lower hand up and then push through the shoulder line? Good. All right, that's number 1. Let's see if I can remember all 8 of them. Number 2 is similar but different. Number 2 is we're going to, instead of the palm, the extended palm, palm down, what's going to happen is it's going to be, so we did the first with the lower palm up and the upper palm down. This one is going to be the opposite. So the palms, the bottom palm, the lower palm is going to come down, palm down. The upper palm is going to extend, palm out. Okay, so it's kind of the reverse. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push in over turn the palms over, slide them past each other, but this time they slide past each other on the backs of the palms, see? All right, so you're coming up, and this is a kind of called a knife strike. And what you're doing is let's say as you're fully extended, as you turn the palms over, you're blocking down and striking up over the hand which comes down back to the side. All right, you see how that works? So I'm striking up over the palm that was fully extended as I draw it in. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going straight out, and you want to have one palm come down to your waist, palm down, the other palm is straight out about neck high or nose high, face high, with the fingers fully extended and palm up. And this is what it looks like if I do it. See how I'm blocking down and striking out over the palm that I'm blocking down with as I draw it back into my side. Good, all right. Now the next one is a kind of a different variation of the first. It's kind of like you're doing this kind of dog paddles thing. Anyone know how to do you're in a swimming pool and you're doing this kind of thing, or like you're riding a bicycle. All right, now let's slow down. So as one hand comes up, I'm gonna start with one hand facing out, palm out, and the other hand palm facing down on my lap. Now I'm gonna change the position. So I'm going to take the palm facing out and just push it straight down out in front of me. And I'm going to pull up the palm on my lap. And I'm going to make fingers like a little beard. So I'm going to make believe that my fingers are dangling down now. The top of my palm, wrist, is just under my chin. My fingers are pointing down like icicles. And this is a monkey paw. It's a monkey paw, all right? And the bottom hand is just pushed down and it's still out. Now I'm going to bring that hand in and I'm going to push the other hand out straight. So now I have my other hand pushed out like a stop sign. And the bottom hand is basically on my lap, palm down. Now we're going to push down the front hand, pull up the lap hand, and make that little monkey paw, which looks like kind of a beard. So your fingers are like a beard hanging down in front of your, underneath your chin. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push out and strike with that monkey paw, the palm straight out, and bring the other hand in and up to form a monkey paw, bring the other one down to the waist again. So I'm pushing out and coming up. And then I'm going to push out and come up. So bring the front hand down, bring the back, the other palm in, the fingers dangling down, push out, come up, pull down, push out, come up, pull down. So this is a little bit difficult to, so if I turn to the side, it's going to look like this. So you start with one palm facing out and the other palm on your lap. All right, and then as I come down, there's a draw the extended palm down to my waist, I bring the other palm up so that the fingers are pointing down under my chin, like this. And now I'm going to strike out, and I'm going to reach forward. And then as I draw up, I strike, I block down, I reach back. So it looks like this. So as I strike out, I lean forward with the strike, and as I block down, I rear back. So one is an offensive move where I'm pushing and leaning forward at the waist, and the other is a defensive move where I'm reaching back, pulling my torso back away from the strike that may be coming at me. All right, so that's a little bit harder to do. It's very hard to explain, right? Because there's so much going on. Okay, next one is really easy. What you're going to do is you're going to swat to the side, like you're swatting something aside. So you're going to reach out and swat with the back of your hand with your arm fully extended. So you bring your hand in with the palm on your tummy and you just flick out to the side like a whip. Good. Now you can add energy to this by pulling your other hand in the other direction, sweeping it in the other direction to balance that force or energy that's going out to the side. And let's do it to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Swat, swat, extend and swat, 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 swat. So this turns out this is a very powerful way to deal with an aggressor on your side, because they're not expecting it. You're looking forward, and all of a sudden, bang! You're flicking the back of your hand out, and this whip-like action with the back of your hand is a very powerful strike, because it's adding as you're. I don't know if you know how a whip works, but when a whip strikes out, the velocity of the tip increases as it pushes out, so that the actual velocity of the tip is much faster than the moment or movement of the arm itself or the handle of the whip. Does that make sense? So that's why there's so much energy in the tip of a whip, and so that's a very good way to defend yourself if you have to. And you're just flicking it out and holding your elbow at your waist, and then just reaching out and flicking it. It's also a really good exercise. All right. So now we're going to do something which I think we've done this before. We're going to take our hands and hold your hands palms straight out, like you're making an offering. And now fold your fingers back and palms back, palms up, right past your waist and back. And then extend your hands out completely to the sides, and then bring them forward, holding your arms together with your palms facing your head, right in front of your face. All right? And so here we go. We're going to go down and around and back, up, palms facing, forearms together in front of your chest. Your elbows are pointing down, your fingers are pointing up, and your palms are facing right in front of your head. Now I'm going to reach out all around and all the way back, forward and out again. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to come back in, rotate in, fingers pointing back past the sides, out, and come forward, again holding my forearms together and palms facing my head. And now I'm gonna open my palms up out to the sides, all the way, sweep back and around and out. Okay, so it's back, forward, all the way out and around and out. All right. So back down past the waist, bringing your hands forward, rotate out, straight back past the waist and extend. So what you're doing is you're going back with the fingers going back past along your sides to the back and out and around to forward, and then you're going the other way. You're opening up and then coming around and back and pushing back through the along the sides of your waist with the fingers pointing out, palms facing up, forward. All right. And so it's back, around, and back and through and out, back to the front, open, around, sweeping past the waist the other way and out. So now my arms are fully stretched out. Rotate in, back, around, forward, forearms together, rotate out, all the way around, come back past the waist, both fingers pointing forward and out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is a variation of an exercise that's known as the teacup exercise, which I think we've done before. So you take one hand and you fold it down and fingers pointing back past your waist, all the way back out to the side. Imagine you're holding a teacup, the palm up, and then sweep it around, a figure 8 in front of your face, all the way around, like you're serving the tea, and then back through, out, all the way around, figure 8 in the horizontal plane, back through, all the way out, around, serve the tea, push the teacup back past your hips, all the way out to the sides, palm up, sweep it around in front of you, make a figure 8, don't spill the tea, offer the tea, and so forth. Now let's try it with the other hand, back and around, figure 8, around, serve the tea, back, around, serve the tea. So you're sweeping back, right? Tips of the fingers pointing back, palm up, holding the tea. You're out all the way to the side, extend to the side. Palm up, bring your hand around the front in a nice circle. Make a circle right in front of your chest, and then sweep back down and out and through again. And once you get good at this, you can actually do it. You can actually do both hands at the same time. Just kind of tricky, but I already see Graciani doing it, which is pretty darn good. That's impressive. I normally don't see people catch on to that. So we can do some more of this stuff. It's really good for developing coordination, eye and hand coordination. So, well, that is that one. And there's one more. Okay, so the last one is pretty easy. You're going to just bring your hands up in front of you, your arms up in front of you with your palms facing toward you. All right, your elbows are pointing down. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn to my side and I'm going to cross my hands over, make a cross now. Cross them over at the wrist, turn to the side, and I'm going to strike in both directions, to the left and to the right, or right and to the left. And now I'm going to bring my hands, cross them again, turn to the front, turn to the other side, and strike forward forward and back. And so 1, 2 to the turn, 2, 1, 2. Hands together, arms together, turn to the other side, cross, strike. Come to center, hands, arms parallel, cross, turn to the other side, strike. And if I do it this way, it'll look like this. And now you make it a kind of fluid motion. So so it kind of looks like this. You bring your hands in, you cross the wrists, and then when you go to the side, you strike the both in opposite directions. Okay, good. I'm going to check the time. I think those are all 8 of them. I didn't count. Anyone count? Probably not. All right, let's go through the set. We are going to go through the basic and advanced 6 and the reverse basic and advanced 6. So it's a total of 24 movements. All right, we're going to go nice and slow. I'm going to sit up straight, relax. This is Sun style Tai Chi. Hands dropped at the sides, palms facing your body. Slowly take a deep breath as we bring the hands straight out, holding the ball with the fingers pointing down. Bring the ball in, and as you bring it in, you bring it down to your waist. And you push out straight. Push the ball out, bring the ball in, and open and close. Commencement, open and close. Single whip, turn the hands facing out. Palms facing out. Push out and extend a little bit, and then extend your arms to the sides like swallows' wings. Ready for that single whip. Cloud hands, bringing the right hand down over to the below the left elbow. Switch the hands up and down. Turn at the waist, hands follow the waist as you turn to the right. We are going to switch the hands up and down, maintaining the same vertical distance and position, and turn to the left. And keep going. Switch up and down and turn to the right. Switch up and down and turn to the left. Switch up and down and turn to the right. Clouds. Wave hands like clouds. Turn to the left. Up and down, turn to the right. And now you're going to bring the lower hand up, palm facing up, sweep it up past the right hand, turn to center, open the palm up. Now they should be facing each other, holding a bowl as we open and close. Preparing for brush knee. We turn our bodies to the right as we rotate the hands into position with the left fingers on the right elbow, and the right palm is over next to our face, a few inches away from our right ear. And we are turned and looking back at that palm. And now as we turn the waist forward, we sweep across with the left hand to block, bringing that hand back in, palm down to the left hip as we push straight out through the shoulder line with the right hand and right arm. All right, well, we should be facing forward at this point. All right, so the body, your body should be facing forward, not to the side. Okay, you don't want to be turned like this. You want to be actually facing directly forward. All right. Now we're going to play the lute. Play the pipa or the Chinese lute. We're going to imagine that we're going to be kind of turning a wheel, a large wheel to the right. So the bottom hand, the top hand is going to drop down, and the lower hand is going to come up. And so now we're playing a harp. The left hand up about nose level, the thumb pointing at my nose, left palm facing to the right, bottom palm, thumb up, underneath the left elbow, palm facing to the left. We're going to deflect, parry, and punch. So there's going to be two deflections, a parry and a punch. If we were standing and doing it, we would be walking forward as we do these series of steps. Turn the lower palm up, the upper palm face down. Slide, push out and extend with the lower palm, pull in to the waist with the upper palm, sliding the palms past each other. This is very much like the exercise we did in Gao style, Bagua. You remember we did this? It's exactly the same thing. Now I've got my right palm, arm straight out, palm up, fingers pointing straight out, about neck level, and my right palm is at the left waist or hip with the palm down. One more, turn the palms over. Push and pull, slide the palms past each other just like before, turning slightly at the waist. All right, make two fists. Okay, fold the left forearm over and fist over so that the palm is in front of your chest, parallel to your chest. At the same time, we strike up and over the wrist of that left palm with the right fist, the eye of the fist pointing up. So the heart of the fist is pointing to the left. All right, so that's deflect, two deflections, a parry and a punch. Now, maintaining that position, open your palms up, open your hands up completely. And cross your hands. The palms are facing out on the wrist so that the inside of my right wrist is on the outside of my left wrist, both palms facing out like a butterfly. So I'm going to shift my hands back. So this is calling block now. Bring the hands in and back with the elbows pointing down and in, down and out at 45 degrees. All right, we don't want to be like this or like this. So as the hands, as you bring your hands in, they open up so that your palms are facing out in front of your face, and there's a little bit of triangle like between the four fingers and thumb of your hand in front of your face, protecting your face, and your elbows are slightly down at 45 degrees. You should be up just a few inches from your face. So that's calling block. Now for push, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the hands down a few inches. And now we're going to push out, the palm straight out and up a little bit. So it's a kind of arc down and then up. All right. And don't extend your arms too far. You don't want to lock your joint, just relax. All right. Now, rotate your palms around so they're facing each other like you're holding that ball, and bring that ball back in and open and close. Now, if we wanted to end this right here, we would just extend your arms straight out, still holding the ball, and then straight down to your sides, which would be the opposite of the commencement. Well, but we're going to stop at open and close, which is the 11th movement. And we're going to do the whole series of forms in the reverse, in the sitting position. And so here we go, open and close, right? Number 11. Single whip, that's symmetrical, no difference. Out, extend, single whip. All right. And now cloud hands, this time we're going to bring the left palm down in an arc and line that palm up on your right shoulder line underneath the right elbow. And we're going to switch the hands up and down, just like in the first cloud hands. And now we turn to the left. Instead of turning to the right, we're going to turn to the left shoulder line. Switch the hands up and down. Remember to breathe naturally, relax. Turn to the right shoulder line. Cloud hands, switch them up and down. And turn to the left. Reach the left shoulder hands. Immediately switch the hands up and down and turn to the right. Switch up and down and turn to the left. And let's stop here and bring the lower hand up in an arc, past the chest and over, turning, facing forward, the palms facing each other again, holding a ball. We open and close. All right. Well, the next move is going to be brush knee. This time it's going to be brush knee right. And so what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the hands this time to the left, putting the right fingertips on the left elbow, turning and looking at the left palm, which is opposite the left ear. And now I'm going to sweep out and across with my brush knee with my right palm as I turn to the center and drive my left arm straight out, the palm facing out. Now my right palm is down with the joint of the thumb attached to my right hip, the palm down, and my left palm is straight out. And here we're going to play the lute. And again, this is going to be the opposite direction. So I'm going to bring the left hand, the top hand, left hand down, and the lower hand near the waist up to play the lute. And this time, my right palm is down with the thumb pointing up at my underneath the elbow, palm facing to the right. My upper palm is up with the thumb facing toward my nose this time, and the palm facing to the left. So this is a play the lute left. So now we're going to do 2 deflections, parry, and punch. We're going to turn the lower palm up, which is the left palm. We're going to turn the upper palm down, the right palm, and we're going to push and pull in and slide the palms past each other, striking out with the palm, left palm facing up, fingers out, and pulling the right palm facing down to the waist. Just like before, but the mirror image, we're going to turn the palms over again. Lower palm up, upper palm, which is out, down. Push the lower palm up, Pull the upper palm down, back to the waist, striking out with the right palm, pulling the left palm down, facing down to the waist. Now my right palm is facing up, fingers extended out at about neck level or eye level. 2 deflections now. To parry, make 2 fists, a parry and the punch. Now rotate the right upper forearm over in front of the chest as we strike up over that wrist with the left fist. Calling block, open both hands, palms, leave the wrist connected. The palms are facing out like a butterfly. Bring them in, protecting the face, drawing the elbows down at 45 degrees. Lower your palms slightly and push. All right, push out straight. Rotate the palms facing each other as you bring them in to holding a ball. Open and close. Not too far, just to the shoulder line. And now you should be like holding a ball again, and you're going to just extend that ball out straight, arms, and now come down slowly to your sides. Your hands and arms should be just relaxed at your side, just like you did at the very start of the set. That's 24 movements. Congratulations. So that's a lot, 24 movements. That's a nice set. The most popular, there's a reason why it's 24. You wonder, like, why 24? Well, the reason is that the most popular style of Tai Chi in the world, in terms of number of people doing it every day, and there are millions of people doing it every day, I would say hundreds of millions all over the world, including around here, is the Yang Peking style short form, or the 24, as it's called, shortened to 24. It's a compilation of the most common and important forms of the longer Yang versions. There's one that's 108, I think. And that what they did back in the 50s during the Cultural Revolution in China is they wanted to standardize Tai Chi. So they got all the great remaining Tai Chi teachers together with a big forum, and they came up with a contracted form of the longer Yang style, and they called it the Peking 24, or short form. And it's very different than this, but Sun Lutang, who invented the Sun style around the beginning of the 19th century, 20th century, he fashioned, he wanted to make it 24 forms to kind of make it have some kind of similarity with that very popular style. But there are more forms than 24, and we're going to learn more. We're going to go up to 31 and maybe beyond. So it's going to take a little time, but that's what we're going to do. And they're all going to be new movements for the most part. If you're brave enough to go there, to that galaxy, it's 12:31. This is a good time to stop. Okay, so I've wasted another 60 minutes of your precious time. I'm being facetious. I hope I didn't, but some people might think so. Yeah, this is really good stuff. Okay, so have a great week, and I'll say goodbye, and we'll see you next week.